We've been with MyBudget for 3 years. MyBudget has really allowed us to plan for our future and really allowed us to dream with our eyes open and know exactly where we're going. MyBudget has really given us that peace of mind to know our bills are paid and we're on our way to achieving our financial goals. Before using MyBudget, we had our own spreadsheet that we checked 3 or 4 times a day to make sure that we're on track. There was so many things that when we sat down and put the budget together with MyBudget that our spreadsheet was missing. All the gaps that we hadn't accounted for. Things like Christmas, I know it sounds outrageous, but we never put aside for it. It happens at the same time every year. And we would either have to dip into our savings or we would use our credit card and then have this hangover in January trying to recoup the costs of what we'd spent.
That, obviously consumed a lot of our time and almost becomes a little bit over the top, and we think, well, it's got to be a better way to do this. So that's really when we looked at MyBudget and looked at the solutions that they had to offer and thought, this is going to be the right direction to take for us. On a traditional banking app or on a statement, obviously you've looked at what's already happened, you're looking at your bank history, but the great thing about the MyBudget app is the fact that you're looking at a forward projection as well. So you can actually see what your net position will be in a week's time, 2 weeks' time, or even a month's time.
So we really started to try for our family a couple of years prior to having the children. What we didn't want to have to do is make a choice between our finances and having a family, which was our dream. We thought that we would have to then go down the path of IVF. It's expensive to do that type of thing. It's not only emotionally draining, but financially as well. So the budget really allowed us to set ourselves up and prepare. But we were really lucky that we didn't actually have to do that. We found out that we were expecting the weekend that we were supposed to start that journey. So we had twins, so it was double of everything. Double the cots, double the high chairs, double the nappies. We were able to forecast how long I could take maternity leave-wise without an income, how much daycare we could commit to, and how many days a week I could go back while still feeling like I'm a mum and having time with my kids. It's being able to give us the forward projection to see what's possible.
As a young family, MyBudget has really helped us spend a lot more time being present with our children and has allowed us to make sure that our finances are all taken care of in the background. Travel was a passion of ours, so despite having a young family, we sort of didn't want to really let that go, and we wanted the kids to go out and explore the world as well. We were lucky enough to go over to Fiji last year and they spent some time with the family over there as well.
A really special time, and it was something that we really feel grateful that MyBudget was able to help us put that money aside. Even while I wasn't earning an income, we were able to support ourselves with your income alone and make sure that we can still have that amazing family time before I returned to the workforce. Small things daily add up to big things annually. We really didn't understand the amount of money that we were spending on coffee, and we obviously don't have to reduce that now. We still go out and have our coffees, but we're just so much more mindful of our choices. We still have so much fun together and with our kids. We have a separate stream in our budget named Fun to make sure that we're doing that all the time, but we're doing that consciously, knowing that we don't want our daily to impact our future dreams and goals.
We don't feel like anything's really been taken away. In fact, it's actually accelerated our plans.
We've been with MyBudget for 3 years, and during that time we've purchased our first apartment, purchased a new car, and then decided to turn our first property into an investment, purchased our next property, which has now sold, and we are now building our dream property in Brisbane.
Being with MyBudget has really helped us achieve our goals faster than we ever thought possible.
It was a no-brainer for us to invest in our future and our kids' future to safeguard our goals and make sure that we are really maximising our potential to achieve everything that we want to achieve and give the life to our kids that we want to.
Join the 130,000 Australians who are living their life free from money worries. Call MyBudget today.